What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. All right, today we're gonna make a quick video. I'm gonna try to go through um, all the points that I wanna talk about, and I'll let you guys enjoy the beginning of the weekend. And so I wanted to start with this news about AIXBT that got deceived, okay, by this person, and the agent sent them 55.5 ETH. That's a lot of money. And somehow it exploited, you know, something. And I think this same thing happened with, I think, Grok, where it got also tricked into sending also, I don't know if it was ETH or whatever it was, but just wanted to tell you guys that you see here saying Hungus man exploited a bug in my messaging system, and just remember, guys, that all this stuff is, we're still, it's almost like testing, okay, this space, and there's still a lot of things that are going to be exploited, right? There's a whole lot of bad actors that this is just what they do, right? They just try to find weaknesses in systems, and and they try to make a living off of somebody else's efforts, and it really stinks. And so, the reason why I am talking about this is because Alex also was talking about how BasedAI, there is some type of weakness somewhere. The team, the base team, has been knowing for a few months now, and they haven't fixed whatever that that weakness is, which could potentially, be vulnerable to exploitation. Yeah, so it just, hopefully the team goes ahead and patches whatever that is, or fixes whatever it is, and in the next update or whatnot, and maybe base goes ahead and it does a little bit better. Then also here, Alex is saying, been deep in the FHE ZKLM baseline TFT stack of BasedAI, deciphering sparse docs, filling the gaps, etc. Hard going, but the pieces are clicking. Seeing real optimization paths emerge. So, I mean, he is seeing something going on right in the back end. I cannot tell you what that is itself. Donkey here said, give it to me straight. And Alex says, I wouldn't say it's vaporware, but I don't think they have a monopoly on the tech. I think they are slow, and it's likely others are much more advanced along this path by now. So, this is this information. Alex, it's been in the weaves, right, in the back end, just looking at everything that's going on, seeing what the tech is all about, and so he is thinking that maybe other projects are doing the same thing, so it's not a monopoly that BasedAI has itself. And of course, there's a possibility that these other teams are further along, right, in the advancement of it. And so, then again, it's likely others are, doesn't mean others are, 100%. But hey, why am I sharing this information? So you guys can go ahead and make an informed decision as to what you guys want to do, right? If you want to add more BasedAI, you do it. If you want to get out of you know risk off from BasedAI, then you, maybe you trade out of it. Something else that I wanted to show about something that Alex did say in the BasedAI Telegram. It says here, it's not really a feature, it's a method that's used for encrypting the data. If it is not something proprietary to Base, severe squeezing, however, seems to be something that they come up with, at least in name. I don't know the full BG to this method. On my first attempt at compressing a prompt to send over a chain, I used their method from the white paper, but this seems like it could be improved upon, which leads me to severe squeezing V2, which is which with much better compression ratios. The white paper talks about having to send data in packets too, which I've done. What I've learned above all else is that there is something very cool underpinning all this, and it's up to Based or some other company to execute on it. Okay, this is what I pretty much took out of this. Okay, there's something that he saw in the back end. Okay, that it is really, really impressive. Okay, and hopefully Based AI executes it before any other company does. He says, I see the Bluetooth moment now, but I'm wondering whether we may experience another VHS Betamax situation. Here, Google it. And so the whole thing about VHS and Betamax is that VHS had at least they rolled out a project. It wasn't the best. The Betamax had the better quality, but the problem with Betamax is it was more expensive, and the recording only allowed up to like an hour. VHS, on the other hand, the quality wasn't as good, and the length that you could record was up to 2 hours. So most companies opted for VHS because it ended up being cheaper, and they also sold the licenses to other companies so that they could make VHSs, right? And Betamax ultimately ended up losing the battle. And this was a JVC versus Sony situation. So I guess what he's saying is, you know, don't try, this is like I guess, a reminder for maybe the BasedAI team. Don't try to make the project completely perfect. Okay, at least roll out with something so that is workable and could get people excited. Maybe more money goes into the project so that then they can tweak later down the road. Maybe that's what I'm getting. Maybe not. But yeah. But the whole point to this is there's something revolutionary, okay, in the tech. Just like he says, yeah, I see the Bluetooth moment now. But the whole thing is, will they, you know, what's it called? Will they deliver this before other companies do? Because there's a possibility that other companies may actually say, well, you know what? At least we have something. Let's roll it out. We tweak it as we go. And they pretty much take the mind share off of BasedAI and, well, slept on the wheel, right? That's the risk. So, but with that information, what I did today was in a pretty long time, I actually bought more BasedAI. Not a whole lot, just a little bit more, just adding to my bags. But I mean, this is a risk that I am taking, having all this information. I mean, the normal person would just sell off, I guess, with what's going on here with BasedAI. But I just think that I just got to be a contrarian, no matter what the situation is, right? Because most of the time, being contrarian is what gives you an edge in this space and in stocks and all that. All right, the inflation here, the trueflation numbers continue to be pretty steady at 1.72%. So, guys, continue to expect the inflation in the US to drop like a rock. This is going to go ahead and encourage the Fed, right, um, to switch over from quantitative tightening to quantitative easing. So this means money printer will at some point turn back on. We may have a really good April to maybe October. So, and last but not least, Pepecoin, amazing. Guys, we have a date on April 20th, 4/20th. Okay. Kekspace is going to be released, at least the alpha. Okay. And it is on target for April 20th. To join as a player and not limited guest or NPC, you must have 420 plus Pepecoins in the wallet you connect with. Pretty cool, guys. This is amazing. This is amazing. So if you want to be a player in the space, you have to have in your wallet at least 420 plus Pepecoins, okay? So if you don't, my suggestion is Pepecoins are under 50 cents at the moment. It's got to be very cheap to get these 420. Then when Pepecoin hits $1, $5, $10, $69 per Pepecoin, yeah, that would be crazy. But yeah, keep that in mind that as Pepecoin price goes up, it's going to be harder and harder to connect, okay, as a player with Kekspace. I don't know, maybe they end up dropping it to 42 Pepecoins or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. But just if it were me, if I were to invest, I'd rather get 420 Pepecoins now than later. And I am considering adding more Pepecoins as well. Because, like I said, very, very cheap. And with what's coming, it's a no-brainer. And let's take a look at the markets. What do we got here? I mean, Bitcoin just trading sideways for the longest. Ethereum went over $2,000 yesterday and it retraced again. But I mean, that's the name of the game, right? As of late, this is what's been happening. The meme sector has been getting completely destroyed, but trying to recover a little bit. And let's see, what do we got over here? Else. You guys can see these on your own time. Got this dogs here, over 10%. Bone, ship swap, 28%. Nice. What else? Test, banana for scale. And this is these other tokens like this banana for scale. What was the other one? This moarr. Some of these are pumping because they're part of the list that Binance is now having people vote to see which tokens are going to be listed, right? Kind of a little bit of what KuCoin does. And so they released a whole list, and some of these tokens are pumping, I guess, because of that. And here is Pepecoin. Nice 8% in the green. So nice to see. I mean, it pumped all the way to 52 cents yesterday. And, you know, then of course it retraces back a little bit, but still a nice price, like I said, under 50 cents to pick up Pepecoin if you want to do so. And the market cap, of course, 52 million at the moment. All right, let's see, Buoy. I think it's one of those that is on the list of the Binance tokens. I'm not entirely sure, but just a little bit in the red today. Chunk, let's see, chunk as well, just a little bit on the red today. But a lot of the meme tokens are on the red. Um, Pepecoin is one of the exceptions because a lot of excitement actually did return yesterday. Now that we have a date, okay, for the Kekspace launch or release, um, yeah, it's gonna be really, really nice. BasedAI, I saw that it was 10% in the red, and I ended up scooping a little bit. I think at 62 cents, maybe somewhere around there. So I mean, I just feel that it is the risk reward is way more favorable to the reward side. Kekspace, I mean Kekistan here 3% and the red. So yeah, I mean that was pretty much it, right? I mean I just took a educated bet, that we are way way closer to a potential, okay, based AI uh, upgrade, communication, something, and you know, and seeing that, Alex, he is not happy with the communication, how lax and almost like not caring attitude from the base devs, definitely is frustrating. Yeah. But at the same time, I like the fact that he sees that the tech uh, is very revolutionary, in the back end, and I think that if they do pull it off, our investment right now, which is very minimum, could potentially be quite huge moving forward. So that's the bet that I am, I'm taking. Now let's see what's going on here in the back end and see what. Um, then I'll let you guys go. So this thing jumped a little bit. Let's see. It looks like some people. Oof! Wow! Look at this. Somebody burnt 75,420 Pepecoins. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Okay, wow, that's pretty crazy. Nice. Congratulations to Killer Scrooge for burning so many Pepecoins. Um, wow, wow, that's pretty nice, pretty nice. So I mean, this is the type of thing, guys, that we're seeing. I think it was five brains got minted, in the last 24 hours or something like that. So something is cooking in the back end, all right? And I continue to tell you guys there is 26, almost 27% of Pepecoins are either completely out of circulation, okay, by this burning mechanism or the staking way as well. So, yeah, watch out. And Winter Mute has, let's take a look at this wallet because they continue to buy Pepecoin and sell Pepecoin. I mean, they're market making, right? They're doing their thing with Pepecoin. They swapped out Pepecoin here for ETH. But I mean, you'll see that you have ETH for Pepecoin, and there's a lot of that going back and forth. I mean, they're just creating volume and swapping in and out. Somebody on Twitter was saying that Wintermute had dished out, I don't know if it was like 400,000 Pepecoins to some other market makers, potentially for some type of listing or multiple listings. But I mean, that's just, more us trying to make an educated guess than, having concrete news that this is the case. Then again, we won't get listing announcement, right, until the, I guess, this whole sentiment changes. We're in a better environment, and what's the other thing? And you know, and the team at that point wants to go ahead and share that news, right? Because of course they cannot leak stuff out. That would be a problem. Anywho, but anyways, a lot of exciting things I believe going on behind with Pepecoin, BasedAI. Also, and last but not least, I also wanted to share this. Somebody in the Pepecoin community did share this with me. This is what I was saying in the last video, that this Jared Lang, right? He is, if I'm not mistaken, is the brother-in-law of Ryan Cohen, and he saw this, right? This the FBB4 GME thesis, and he says it resonates deeply. Okay, so potentially here, I guess this is them, right? Ryan Cohen and Lang. So yeah, really, really interesting thing. I have to get some more GME on ETH. Think that it's going to be lit. Okay, GME Ethereum at least $1 billion, and Pepecoin at least $1 billion. I mean, those are quite a bit of excess from where they at right now. So not financial advice, of course. Think that better things are in the works. Okay, and the next few months are gonna be fantabulous. All right, y'all. Appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much for your attention, your support, for the comments, for the likes, for the shares, for everything that you guys do to help this channel continue to spread the good news of Pepecoin, BasedAI, GME, Chunk, and more. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.